said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So Minnesota's offense will get the first swing of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you talk about starting a game in style. You dream about getting to the quarterback and getting sacks. How about this? Back-to-back.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, that's something you simply don't see very often, guys. On the first 3 plays of the game, sack, sack, sack. This defense is loaded with talent and speed and the ability to win, and I'd be surprised if this offense even tries to throw the ball again here in the first quarter after that start.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard to help out the O's. So Navy's offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Navy quick to the line. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Flanagan. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short. Now,
touchdown, Midshipmen! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the lone running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Navy will go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Using his legs, it's Harper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Navy quick to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where...
Touchdown, Navy! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pressure coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a hit. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harper. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Takes the handoff. It's Harper. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Bring in the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Navy offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like he's...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Navy! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, midshipman.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes the Navy offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Complete on the comeback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Navy quick to the line. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Quick spin on the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Akron. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Cook. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And Navy will go back on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He'll ride his man on the option, finding open areas. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. This time it's complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. He's got him in the flat. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Navy! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get. Quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using the quick game. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Picked off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. 2nd down coming up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And this This beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Cook. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Got a little space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full account.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Good enough for a first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking to scramble. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. This time it's complete. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
By the receiver. Gain of 21 on the play.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
They want to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for them.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. So look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hey, yo, I appreciate the subscription over there. Yeah, you want to play a game? We can play a game. Just, what's your, EA gamer tag? Type your EA gamer tag in there and I'll add you on. Stephanie, thanks for stopping in and checking out the stream. It's going to be a great matchup over here at LSU. Hopefully it's a night game.
No position in American sports feels
I was hoping for a night game, but that's all right. Still going to be a bang-up matchup. LSU at home. Absolutely rocking. Let's go. It's going to be a great matchup.
Can lead them to glory, and boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Army Black Knights, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Black Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will be first on the attack. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And after a couple of misfires, this offense looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Army's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's McNamara. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit. Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Wicks. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Just keep slinging it. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Under fire. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Black Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wastes no time and comes out to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Moncrief. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Moncrief. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Acker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Black Knights have taken it inside the 20. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Army! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Ready to try the point after.
I think that pass play was simply designed to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out.
Hey, 305. Merry Christmas to you as well. I appreciate you stopping in and checking out the stream. Thank you.
They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. He gets nothing on the play, knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air on first down. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Zips it out to his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Bears the pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down.
On this dynasty, I'm pretty sure I'm on All-American on this one. I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking, being aggressive. Nothing available.
I don't play any lower than All-American. So I'm pretty sure this one's All-American.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Acker. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McNabb. The stop is made, but this...
The only sliders that I change are going to be the speed adjustment, where faster players will outrun slower players, you know, the way it should be in real life. You know what I mean? So that's about the only one I changed. So if somebody beats you deep downfield, you're not going to be able to catch them and tackle them. You know what I mean?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Breaks into the open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And the Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Acker. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Grabbed behind the line, it's Alexander. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. top. Touchdown, Black Knights! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. LSU quick to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Acker. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, some of the communication was busted.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
28, LSU, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. Makes that one pay off and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
LSU right back to the line. They'll go up top on second and short. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Acker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Black Knights are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really
Yeah, we
good
can play a
teams
game. Put your
slug
gamer
it out,
tag in
and
the
one of them came out on top.
comments
Yeah,
there,
two
and I'll
really
add you
good
as a
teams.
friend and
That's a
send you an
reason why
invite.
they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it.
Right on,
here
man.
for David
I'll send it to
Pollack
you here
and
in just
Jesse
a second.
Palmer. I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What's your EA tag? Do you know? It's not showing up. Unless I spelled it wrong. Give me just a second. No, I spelled it wrong. Hold on. I forgot the I. Alright, I'll just send that. Add me on, and then I'll send you a game. Let me get this new roster real quick. Alright. I'll be sending it here in just a second. Is your settings set to show online or not? Oh, I got you one sec, man. Hey, give me a second, bro. I'm gonna have to restart my game because I got that stupid controller glitch. It happens sometimes when I go from Dynasty to play a friend. So let me restart my game and then I will resend it. Give me just like 2 or 3 minutes, okay? Give me just a second, bro. I had to restart my game. I had that stupid controller glitch.
It's in the game.
All right, we're good to go, bro. I just got you sent one. You pick whoever you want, man, and then I'll just match up to whatever you're playing with. You know what I mean? So if you're playing tier 1, I'll match up with tier 1, however you want to do it. Give me just a second. I'll find a team I like that'll match up against you. What's the overall for USC? 85, 91? Okay, cool. All right, let's roll with it. I've never used BYU, so I don't even know if they're any good. We're going to find out. Let me pause it, and I'm going to check my depth chart. So give me a minute to do that. I might have to get it set. I'm sure. Oh, and I forgot to do the change the stadium. My bad. I mean, we can restart it if you want. If not, whatever. So just let me know. Right on. Like I said, if you want to do a neutral field, just let me know. We can restart the game. It's not a big deal. I just forgot to change it. You know what I mean? So. Alrighty, cool. Give me a minute to, like I said, change my depth chart and get everybody fixed on there. Like I said, I have no clue who is even on here. So.
Coming out with it, it's Lemon. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of... End zone gets it to the 28. to the ground with the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. The give is to Miller. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got his man on the outside. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires it incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Might be changing the route. Handoff to the single back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later. Grab near the sticks. It's Roberts. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cougars. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Goes to the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Martin. Shakes off the defender. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A hand to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Trying to escape and get it and turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Miller with the ball. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Now sliding to his left. Caught near the sticks, it's Miller. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Gonna swing it on second down. He wants it all. Back's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. He's going for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
To the air on second down. gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense can smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing.
Oh, GG, bro. Come stop in and play another game sometime. You know what I mean? We'll run it back and do a neutral site game. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit laggy though. I don't know. Your connection might not be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it felt a little bit of lag. I was having trouble trying to use her. But anyway, appreciate you stopping in, bro. All right, we're gonna check out, see what we're up to. Coming off the bye week, looking pretty decent. Like some of the people that we were up on last week, look like we might be down on this week. Gotta go through and remove all this crap off of them. Would go with a visit for him. What do you think? I think we do a visit and try for a sway or a soft sell, I think. We'll bring him in. Pro potential. Week 8. I got the pro potential going on. So, know what time it is there. Still haven't gained anything there. Should be able to do a soft sell here. Double soft. Double softies. Pretty much. It's not right either. There is he. There is he. Keeping it rolling. Cushionberry, we were able to make up a little bit of headroom on him. Looking good there. Pretty much everybody we're looking to get so far. We're looking good on. Just sell there. Good there. Able to make some headroom on our quarterback, it looks like. Both of them. Okay. We might remove him. I don't think we will, actually. We'll keep him on because the other dude's fine. He's fine with just a scholarship so far. Rutgers. We're not even going to bother playing this one, bro. This is a waste of my time. Because I will absolutely destroy this team. So we don't skip very many, but I think this one is a... I think this one's a skipper. I thought we were in the Big Ten. Are we not? There we are. So I'm going to force that Army to move on. I hate doing it, but I don't want to play a game that I know I'm going to absolutely destroy. Purdue might actually have a pretty good chance. They play good, you know what I mean? That's the thing about Purdue. They do play good. Let's go right here. Clock 10 in. Ready for a pitch. Got that going. Let's try to do a little bit of a sway here on him. I like the way the sways have been working. They've been pretty nice here lately. So let's go with the sway here. See if we can turn that green. Is he ready for a pitch? We got conference. Yeah, we're ready for a pitch here. Like we're ready for multiple pitches right here. Conference prestige. Pro potential. Okay. Conference prestige. Pro potential. That looks pretty good right there. And I don't want to double up, but we can go right here. Friends and family discount. A discount, double, triple. So playing time's the only thing we know for sure there, so we're not going to do that. Playing time, he's good. He's pretty happy. This guy's pretty happy. We can't sell them just yet. Can't sell them. We can go here. He's ready for a pitch right here. Let's pitch him. We got enough points. We'll try to do a pitch and a sway. Doesn't look like we did. That's okay. Got that. Is he ready? He's ready. He's ready for a pitch. Maybe we can find 5 points here, possibly. Yeah, go here. Possibly pitch him. Coach Prestige. He likes the Coach Prestige. Let's go here. And go Coach Prestige. And we'll go 5. Just to make sure we don't lose him. He's looking pretty good. Looks like we'll probably get him here pretty quick. Him as well. Yeah. We had a lot of headroom on these 5-star dudes for sure. Dual threat. We're just going to keep sending the house on that dual threat until he makes a decision on whether or not he's going to go ahead and. I think we're okay right here. Pulling time off of him. Go here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Move him up. A lot of 4- and 5-star dudes we have an opportunity to get. And plus, we have a lot of really good pipelines on them, so.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West
You got El
Indiana. As we'll see, the defending national champions.
The defending national champions coming out here to Purdue for their first time. Actually, you know, it is our first time in our first season in the Big Ten. We probably should be playing as teams. I think we're going to do that. We'll make a pledge to the viewers here to go ahead and go on the road to all these places. I do love Purdue, though. It has a special place in my heart. I did a dynasty with them in college football 25, and it was an awesome dynasty. Really like it. Entrance was really cool. AJ Burnett versus Mr. Easy over here. That's pretty decent. The Chipotle game of the week, man.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons. And we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time ball.
Brand v. brand.
Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for him. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, my goodness.
Got his man quickly.
Should have been on that.
Nice pick up there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Got a little space.
And the defense doing a
Just a
great
touch of
job
wiggle.
committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the play fake. Under fire.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
That loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's
And
the
this
way.
guy's just starting to have a knack, just an ability to find the
It's
football, to
swarming.
make big plays. Some guys are just built like that. He gets the fumble here. Last week he had 2. Man, just finds the football in big moments.
Trying to feed my
The
freshman.
black
You know what I mean?
guy's headed quickly to the line.
Let him eat.
He's got it again.
There we go. Let him eat.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them
The
a
goal is
first
to
down.
eventually get
So they move the sticks on
shift
the run.
in.
Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Acker. Got some room entered to the goal line.
Get shifty on there and lose the
Burns
bird.
his way into the end zone.
A rare commodity.
Getting ready
Good
for
short
the extra
Acker
point
there.
after the first score of the game. And
You
he's
know,
got
Acker
the extra
transferred
point,
in
and
and it
it's
shows him as a
7-0 to
nice
start
7
this one.
speed, but I think
And
he's
that is just outstanding execution on
banged
that
up or
pass.
something. He
Great
doesn't
route
know.
by the receiver. Good
He
timing
doesn't play
on the
like a
throw
nice
by the
7 speed
QB.
guy.
Receiver
He should
catches
have been
it in
posting
stride,
that dude.
turns
But
on
he
the
wasn't.
jets, and is gone.
And he'll just take a knee.
Once I got
This
the ball,
drive will start at the 25.
got to move him, but
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Black Knights! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns.
I didn't think I actually had
Give this coaching staff credit. They have
the
their
link to
guys
this
ready
thing.
to go, and this is what you call firing on
But I
all
was there.
cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Bump,
They'll
bump,
put this
bump,
one in
bump.
play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yep.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep
Little
this drive
Thomas
alive
there.
after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen
Oh
up
my
that
goodness
arm.
gracious.
Complete to the left. They'll
Nobody
get the
was
first
there
down.
for
It's
me.
spotted on
Oh,
the
man.
49. New set of downs
It was
after
all me.
completion.
Should have been paying attention.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Man, got nothing
Chopping
going
up this
on.
defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Boilermakers are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Finds his target down the middle. And they
I think I
pick up
tackled.
just
I
a
think the
few on
dude
that
tackled
completion.
him into the
Facing
ball.
third
You know
and
what I mean?
long
Like,
from the 21 and
I think
hoping
that was
not to
gonna be an
settle for a
incompletion.
field goal.
He tackled the ball into him.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Let's go.
Active hands from the
Knock
defense
that
forcing
man.
that incomplete pass.
Active hands,
Looks
knock
as
it
if
in.
they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out.
Had that big play that caused this situation right here.
Right down the
And it's
boulevard.
going
Now the lead is down to
bum,
11.
bum, bum, bum,
And
bum,
3 more on
bum.
the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Trying to get him kicking as much as I can.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Bum, bum,
It's
bum,
really
bum,
hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Acker.
Bench hook.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Bench
Guys,
hooking.
it is Army
Oh.
who carries the lead.
Hope everybody's having a merry marriage.
And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats.
Having a lovely day. A lovely Christmas break. Hope everybody's having a great time.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Going to try to get it himself.
Magician is
Picks
not
up
lighting
the
up at
first
all.
down and
What's
gets
up?
down to avoid contact.
Have they
And the
nerfed it a
Black
little
Knights
bit?
racing
Or?
to the line in the hurry up.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots.
Got that
If I
lefty
want
out,
to, I can
boys.
just act like I'm going to
So,
run and try to get the first down. Take a deep shot down the
got
field.
10 quarterbacks
The
getting
whole
it.
playbook is open to my disposal.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
So much
And
tighter
the pass
coverage
is
nowadays.
incomplete thanks to a big hit.
They've definitely nerfed that a little bit.
Come to the line on
No doubt
third
about
down,
that.
trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. That'll be enough for the first
There's
down
no
as
doubt
they
about
mark
that.
it down at the 31-yard line.
Freshman in here getting
And the
into it.
Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of
These
downs.
rookies. Got to get these cookies
They'll
for these
ride the
rookies.
running back and leave it with him. And a pickup
go.
of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second
Keep it
and 10.
moving.
After the good
Get
pickup
Stu
on
with the
first
ball.
down,
We're trying
let's
to
see if
get
they
him
keep it on the ground.
heated
They'll go
up.
right back to the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate
One of my
another
favorite styles
explosive
for
play.
them.
Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again. They're looking.
Going from the left hand to right hand.
Oh,
And
that
just
baby in and then
boom,
strolled
boom, boom.
into the end zone for the score.
tearing the defense up with it.
These guys are really hitting their
But they got
stride in week
wide
4 as they
open.
push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 8.
Had that have been a left-handed quarterback,
That's number 2 on
possibly
the day,
could have been
having
a
day. I mean, you know
slightly
he's going to catch the
inaccurate
football,
pass.
and you know he's going to
Not
make
out in
plays
front of
after he
him.
catches. Those are the kind of
As
guys
easy as that
you
one.
feature and you find them, and they produce like this.
Featured
keep
backs.
finding them.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 27, his offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, attacker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for loss of yards.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard. And you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
and now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown.
17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Complete to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Boilermakers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does that.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Black Knights are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Just keep swinging it. Plucks it out of the air. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Black Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Number 85 in the end zone.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out to the back. Still running at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Under fire. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Oh, they're after him. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Black Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Now on the option. Touchdown, Army! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete to the right. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Boy, the defense clamped down on that 3rd down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. Looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Guided out of bounds, and the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Tight end now in motion. The lone back's got it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy completion. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some will say run out the clock. Some will say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game. But the offense...
Alrighty, y'all. That's going to be it for right now. Let's take a lunch break. And probably watch some tube. See what's going on YouTube. But, I appreciate y'all stopping in and checking out the stream and popping in for a little bit for your Christmas. Saying hello. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a Merry Christmas and good New Year if I don't see you. Peace.
To the air on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit him right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.